Welcome to the stream. It's day. Ooh, I gotta update it. It's day 4. Day 4? I think it's day 4. Dual Daggers Warrior. Last Lich King. Day 4. What do we have left? Oh, we got a bunch of stuff left. Got a bunch of stuff. Let's start heading out. Let me help the voice chat and see what everybody's up to. How they doing? Hello?
Who dat? What up,
It's me, Missile. What's up, guys?
Missile? Oh, hey, what's going on?
Hey.
How's the team doing?
We are grinding happily.
Yeah, you guys.
78.
Dungeons hard. Oh, 78. Oh.
Yeah, we got a few of us here. Hey,
Hey.
interesting you came along. Can I ask a direct question on your thoughts for upcoming raid schedule?
Yeah. Ask away.
Like, when are you interested in starting raids?
Of course, when I hit 80. But to
Right.
get into details, I know that there's going to be a bunch of people hitting 80 before me because I'm a little bit going slow with this, right?
Yeah.
So
Not everybody has to
as far,
shove their face into it. Some people can smell the roses along the way.
yep, I can put another text channel in and be like the early raider team, like people who hit 80 so far, and we can make that. Right now I have it set up where raid group 1, raid group 2
Yeah.
in the raffle. If you look downstairs.
Yeah, I saw there was a 5 p.m. team in the weekdays, 8 p.m. team in the weekdays, and an 8 p.m. team in the weekends.
Yeah, that's just a big survey.
Oh,
Yeah, that's like the survey, right?
that's not a raid
To
team
figure out
sign-up.
that's not a full official. That's more just like the
Generated,
hope-
gauging interest.
gauging interest exactly. So we're checking out interest, right? That's expected when you hit 80 that we'll want you'll be wanting to do that. And then of course what you'll do is there's so many layers to this. So you'll hit 80 and then you'll want to check and you can see okay, let me see my 8 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday because that's when I want to raid EST. So you click there and you can say okay, Pally Pound, is he 80? This guy's Juice Tin, is he 80? You can kind of see okay, let me talk to these guys if they're 80 because I'm Cold Caress and I want to start raiding right now. Right? But as far as that goes, if you scroll down a little bit further past Wrath of the Lich King raid times, at the very bottom of the Wrath of the Lich King category, it says raid group 1, raid group 2. And let me actually put together some more.
Yes, I got that.
Raid group
I see them right now.
3.
Welcome to raid group 1, raid group 2.
Yep. So what we'll do is we'll say people who hit 80 who want to raid right now, right?
Yeah.
We'll start doing stuff and say, hey, I'm 80 right now. I'm Cold Caress. Let's get this going. And then I'll help. Put together. Okay, who do we want as raid leader? Okay, who wants to be raid leader? Okay, who's
right. You're helping with the organization side. Which
yeah,
you
who's
do
actually going to be there?
customarily.
Right, because I'm not 80 yet. I hope to be 80 by the end of the night, but I've said that every night for the past.
Yeah.
I've said that every night for the past 5 nights now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's where we're at in terms of we'll be figuring out, of course, who's there, and so on and so forth. We'll be taking it kind of like figuring out as it goes.
What instruction would you give us, personally?
I would say this: if you guys have been very active, you guys have been in the Discord every day, right? I would say once you hit 80 or even when you're 79, as soon as you hit 79, or even right now, because you're right there, right? What else do we have to wait for? You're already there. I would just post in raid group 1 and be like, hey, we're hitting 80. I'm 78 right now. Who's 80 and wants to do this?
Okay, great.
And then what you do, okay, and help me out here, right?
Yeah, what can we do to help?
What you do is log in right now, send Spunko a message. Hey, man, we want to start raiding. Are you down to join our raid team? we're thinking about going this time, this day, right? And then send Spicy Shocks a message. Hey, Spicy Shocks, we're trying to put together a raid team. We want to get at least 10 people going so we can get a 10 man or or 25, whatever the deal is, and start messaging people, and then say, here's the Discord link. You can link them directly to raid group 1, right? And then say, all right, post in here your class and your name. We're trying to put this together as soon as possible.
Okay, so get the word out to people that I see that are already
That are
in that
already
category.
80, yep. And if you get, okay, so Fusey, is he in Discord?
Yep, Fuzzy's right here.
Fuzzy, not Fusey. Okay. Footsie. Footsie.
Yeah, Fuzzy.
Message
My
Footsie.
original druid's Fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
F-U-Z-Z-Y, but
Perfect.
just take it.
Oh, gotcha. So message Fuzzy and be like, yo, Fuzzy, you want to raid with us? Ha! And Fuzzy's going to be like, fuck yeah, because I'm talking to you right now, douchebag. And then, okay, perfect. Fuzzy, put in right there and say, I'm a druid. And then I would type in the chat too. I would say, I'm about to hit 80. Right? I could even just say, raid group 1. I could say Cold Caress. Cold Caress is thinking of starting raid group 1 as he is almost 80 with a few characters. Wait, with a few people who
You were
are
giving me mad props
close
there.
to 80
That would have been something.
as well. Please get in touch with Cold. Is that your character name in game, Cold Caress? That is, right?
Yeah. Both. Yep.
Please get in touch with Cold Caress in game. Or on Discord at Cold Caress. Right? Discord message. To start forming up the first raid team as soon as possible. Thank you.
That's mad. Yeah.
Okay.
That's real.
By the way, I play Resto
Perfect.
or Boomkin, whatever you want.
Perfect.
Not messing with Feral this run.
Yep.
Round.
I don't know what I want yet, but either one of those sounds good.
Yeah, certainly all this is in support and consultation of you and your structure already.
Yeah, and I want to, you know what, like, people, listen, I think we've had this conversation before, but, like, this is a huge guild, right? In the past, let's say your last guild, my last guild, right? We really only had 1 or 2 raid teams, and because of that, it was really easy to have the officers of the guild be also raid leaders, or the guild master was a raid leader. But we right now want, because there's so many people here, we want anybody who wants to put together, anybody who wants to be a raid leader, anybody who's capable, or anybody who, you don't have to be an officer to put together a raid.
Yeah, you've got so much going on. You're benefiting from other people also helping take in some of this admin, and I mean, we really can't even imagine all the stuff you end up doing to support something this large and this complex. That I can see.
Yeah, and I haven't been recruiting because I've been trying to hit 80.
Yeah, you've got a job to do too. You got your own backpack to carry.
Yeah, and it's a lot of work to do. /who 70 priest, and then message all the non-guilded 70 priests. Hey, join guild, and then go to 72 and 73. So that takes about an hour to get through. That'll take about an hour to go through recruiting.
Really is incredible what you've accomplished so far. This is the largest I've seen that isn't. That wasn't the early birth of a streamer. The premature, crying baby with all sorts of problems.
Right. I mean, we're live on stream right now, and I hope that one day I can, make some money with streaming.
Good.
Getting this going. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, I think a lot of times, like, you get those streamers who, they're just a real pain in the ass, but for some reason they have a good following,
Absolutely. Everyone's scratching their head that Asmongold is making as much money as he is from being such a,
Yeah, a crankpot. So,
yeah.
I'm hoping that I kind of add some flavor in, and people are like, "Whoa, this is actually a cool, nice guy." Look all he's doing. So we'll see how that goes in terms of my stream in the future. But
no, I think you can be confident that the culture that's been developed, obviously through the leaders that are in place right now, has been pretty satisfying and attractive to the people that are
Yeah,
doing. Otherwise, you wouldn't have
it's pretty
anybody
I'll
around.
let you. I
exactly.
have something you might want to hear. Up until I ran into these guys, whenever after launch, I've been playing alone and bored out of my mind, and then I just jumped into Discord and boom, we just started leveling together and doing dungeons together.
Yeah, exactly.
Freaking
Yeah.
awesome. And you
It's
you created that is what I'm getting at.
right, right. Yeah, it's so awesome, and it's literally just so much fun. So let's see. In terms of raid teams, though, what I will end up
Yeah, got it. Yeah,
what I'm gonna
there's going to be a time where you'll get more formal once things are once there's more playing pieces on the field. You'll make some more direction and make some things more concrete. But for now, in the early phase, yeah, if people just help kind of group things and move the herd sort of in the direction, then that benefits or
yeah,
helps.
and then the sooner that we know about who is capable or who's down,
Exactly.
to help. And I've always done this.
Those are all the fine details.
I've always done the policy where it's like, if you want to help, because being an officer is an unpaid position, right? You're not getting paid to do all this work. So it's one of those things that, in my opinion, it's if you step forward and you say, I want to help, then I'm like, okay, let's work together and let's
Yeah.
do this. So one of the things I've done so far is Llama Duck. We made him a raid leader status, raid leader rank
Oh,
in game,
oh, great.
because he's been as well doing the same exact thing that you guys are doing, hopping in voice chat, getting dungeon groups, and just getting people in, right, in groups. And I'm sure that you've moved through a few people throughout the
Yep.
past couple
Yep.
of days, getting your dungeons going.
Yeah,
You
meeting
probably
some new
had
folks too.
a new person come in here and there, and then
Exactly.
you do 3 dungeons, and then 2 new people show up because 2 people leave, right? So, um, the further that it goes, if you start going and you're like, all right, hell yeah, I'm gonna be the raid leader, right? Then we will definitely promote a position in guild ranking. We'll make Cold Caress the raid leader position, right? So we'll be doing that as well, depending on, okay, we know Cold Caress and Fuzzy and Rich Rad want to be raid leaders. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna promote the 3 of them. They're putting the time in and whatever they want to do the raid leading. So we'll have them be raid leaders and we'll promote you guys to raid leader rank.
Yeah.
Right.
That's big picture. You got the vision of several steps down the line. Yeah. Right now we're just focused on trying to support the guild and the people around and when we invite groups or form groups, we're trying to get guildies and we'd love to help them out. We're passing Shani all the mats of the dungeons we were in because she hadn't been able to level her stuff. So
Yeah, Shani. You know what? Shani's good people.
yeah, she is good.
I
People, very
I,
good
I
people.
met
Yeah.
her. The Shani story is great. We did
Wait.
I did a retail pug raid, and she joined the pug raid, and we get to the 3rd or 4th boss, right in Shadowlands. I forget what it was, but it's this one boss where it's like if you are a healer and you dispel somebody, it explodes a bomb and everybody gets knocked back. Well, if you do it wrong, everybody gets knocked over the platform. Everybody dies. So we get to this fight, and I don't know if Shani's a girl. She's not even voice chat. She just starts yell typing all caps like, "All you freaking healers, nobody freaking do this. I'm gonna take care of it. Nobody else touch this, okay? All you motherfuckers,
She took control.
don't do I'm gonna do it." And so that's the boss that usually you wipe 2 or 3 times before everybody's like, "Oh, that's how it works." And then you get one healer who messes it up and dispels quick because he's like, "Oh shit, I gotta dispel this," and he dispels it and everybody dies. So we went through and it was like we one-shotted it, and I was like, "Oh heck yeah!" And then at the very end of the raid, she actually joined the voice chat and was like, "Oh hey, somebody in the raid right now was in her past guild," so they started talking. And I was like, oh my god! I was like, yo, I'm gonna friend you because that was great how you grabbed the audience. You grabbed the audience by the balls and you squeezed, and we cleared that first attempt there, which was beautiful, right?
That is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know her, but we were leveling in I forgot what zone. Howling, no, Grizzly Hills, I think.
Yeah.
And she asked a guild who wanted this enchant like for a weapon or something.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, I could really use it. I appreciate it. And I was thinking she was just we're gonna meet up later or whatever. She's like, on my way, and then boom, she's in the zone, and she came to us and enchanted us. Like,
Yeah.
took it out of her way.
She's insanely fun. So she made a new character, and I battle tag friended her, And so she makes a new character, and I'm like, hey, you're gonna start level 1? I'm like, how about you come join my guild? We have a bunch of women because the retail guild was, pretty much made from a Woman of Warcraft Facebook group. I'm like,
Interesting.
I know you're a woman because you joined voice chat. Yeah, I'll tell you more about that story too because it's really cool. But I'm like, come on by. I'll make you free bags. I'll make you free gear, right? And you'll be able to go level up super fast, super easy because we're so helpful over here in our guild. And she's like, oh. So now she just met me. So she's like, oh, okay. She goes, so you have a harem. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what? And she's like, and you're also a sugar daddy. And I was like, what? I was like, hold on. I'm like, no. I'm like, I do this for everybody, girl or guy. If you join the guild, you get free bags, free gear, right? And the way that I was doing it was, Shadowlands. I don't know how much you know about retail, but Shadowlands starts at level 50. So I had full gear sets in the guild bank, where you could get 16 pieces of green out of all 18 or 19 that you could get total, right? Are just in rows in the guild bank for cloth, leather, plate, and mail, right? So once you hit 50,
Sick.
you can just take out a whole gear set, and then there you go, boom, you can start doing dungeons because the dungeons were eye level. You had to have a certain gear score so that you could start doing dungeons at level 50. And if you got all 16 of those pieces that I would craft daily, right, out of the guild bank, then you could start doing dungeons right then and there as soon as you hit 50 without having to worry about anything. So
That's really convenient.
so after 2 or 3 days, she's logged in. She's like, I don't know, sugar daddy, how are you? Hey, how's the harem leader?
She got a great attitude. She's sassy.
Yep. And then so finally she figured out, and after about 2 or 3 days, she was like, okay, he's doing this for everybody. It's not just the girls. It's not just me.
Yeah.
And she was like, this is awesome. So ever after that, she's been, she transferred all of her tunes. She's got like 8 people that are max level. Like 4 or 5 of them are healers. She's so much fun. Oh yeah, she's crazy, which is great. And then she's also from Thailand, so she's got that cute Thai accent, of course,
Yeah.
which is hilarious and good.
I love hearing stories of other countries and lives and such.
Right, exactly. So, and then she made the best memes ever of me. Right. Yeah, if you go to our meme channel and you have to scroll all the way up to the top, like guild memes,
Okay.
and you scroll all the way up to the top, she goes, "What I think my guild master's doing," and it's like Anduin versus Sylvanas. There's like a beautiful portrait picture fighting, and then it goes,
Serious.
and then it goes, "What my guild master is actually doing," and it's like a human knight in armor, but he's at the sewing machine, like crafting, like pajamas. And then it goes, creating bags and gear for all guildies all day long. Yeah,
That's
and then
legit.
she has a funny looking harem-esque meme. I gotta scroll all the way up and just like repost it. But she created a few memes and they were just so fucking funny.
That's talent. That's good.
Oh, and I don't know if you have like a druid. I don't know if you do rank or not rank class officers here or not, but I've been playing my druid for a long time, and I like to help other druids. I like to help anybody, but
Right.
most geared in the head for helping druids because that's mostly what I've stuck with. So
That's perfect. I have a really unique tank druid playstyle and talent sheet too, so I try to help out.
So for you, how is your interests over time been between retail and classic?
So when Classic Vanilla came out, this guild was not around. So I started the 2 guild system, which is what we have now. We have the big guild and then we have the little guild. So little guild I recruit level 5 to level 18.
Yeah, that's how I joined.
Yep,
Sort
and I
of.
say, yo, join guild. I'll make you free gear and free bags, and then just because it was my 5th time around, my 4th time around doing the 2 guild system, I added in a little bit extra, and I was like, we're really cool people. We do a lot of looking for group, dungeons, questing, all kinds of good stuff. So it's fun.
It was useful.
Wanna
It was
join?
easier to find Phil Dungeon Group.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. And originally in Classic Vanilla, no. In Classic World of Warcraft 4 years ago, I would log in on my alts, and I would have groups left and right all day long because I had the 2 guild system. Everybody was so, and then the way it worked then in Classic was once you hit level 30 or 40, I'd ship you off to the main guild. That way, you could easily search for Ragefire Chasm, Wailing Caverns, and Shadowfang Keep, those low dungeons.
Exactly, and you kept that spam out of the
Yeah,
rest of the ones
and
doing
then
end game.
and then you don't feel embarrassed or nervous to look for people in Ragefire
That's a
Chasm
good point.
or
Think of that.
or Wailing Caverns. Yeah, because everybody is in your level range already, right? So that was really helpful too.
That's a sharp point.
Yeah. So we had that going, and it was so much fun. But as soon as Nax came out after AQ40, they were too suck. Like every raiding guild was requiring world buffs. And so you'd have to camp out pretty much like 4 or 5 hours a day just to make sure that you got those world buffs.
So sad.
And then you get into Nax, and all the main guilds were getting into Nax and wiping on the first boss. And it's like, wow, really?
What?
Like, yeah, it was like, why am I actually saving up and doing this for 4 or 5 hours? And it was literally at that moment that Shadowlands came out. So I was like, okay, I'll buy Shadowlands. I'll see if it's any good. If it's good, we'll see. So I got Shadowlands, and the professions were sick. And I was like, okay, beautiful, because I really have my own empire. Meaning, I have usually 5 characters, right? I have 2 farmers. I usually have a druid and a warrior, or a druid and a shaman. And they are herbalism skinning, and the other one's mining and herbalism.
Wow.
Right? And then I have my 3 profession crafters, which are, I have the leatherworker and tailor
Cover all the stuff, yeah.
on the same guy. Yeah, I have the blacksmith, the jewel crafter on the same guy. I have the alchemy enchanter on the same guy. And then, or alchemy inscription, that's what it was. And then I had an enchanter. Right? So I had every profession maxed out. Right? So I'm so capable of
It's fun that way.
pumping out for myself, and then suddenly I had excess mats, and then somebody made a good post in Women of Warcraft. We should make a guild called We Have Other Shit to Do, because when we log in, we just want to have fun, and there's all these toxic elitists, and like, they don't understand that, like, we have careers, we have families, we have jobs, we have lives. We only log in for 2 or 3 hours, and a lot of times we don't know shit about the mechanics, because, when you have 2 or 3 hours free, you're not going to go watch a video on how to do mechanics, because that's going to be an hour out of your 1 or 2 hours free, right, to watch all those stupid videos. So we made it where it was like, we know the mechanics, we'll teach you the mechanics, and we got gear, we'll craft you gear for free.
That's beast.
Yeah, so it moved along from there, and then the post on Facebook got 180 comments in 12 hours, and finally I was just like, I'm starting this guild right fucking now. Who's with
My
me?
goodness,
We're
man.
doing it here. We're making it happen. Let's go. And we made it.
Such a niche community. That's a tremendous response.
It was beautiful, yeah. And then the best part too, like, in my opinion, the best part is, like, let me make a general comment that, like, a lot of times you get these guys, they come in, they're like, oh, you get into a dungeon, they're like, oh, dude, you have a fucking dagger as your main weapon as a tank? What are you, a noob? And I'm like, wait till you fucking see, okay, big guy, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And watch me tank this. And then I tank it, and then suddenly they're like, wow, dude, you're like the best tank I've ever seen. I'm like, yeah, thanks for those asshole comments at the start, buddy. That was great. And then
you get all the increased rage generation off the fast attacks.
Yeah, and then they look at your talents, and you're like, "Oh man, you got the wrong talents." And I'm like, "Yo, man,
Those are my favorite people.
wait till we let's
prove them wrong and then you shit on them.
let's do the dungeon first before you say all this." And then in retail as well, you had covenants, and you had what was something else that you had too, like all your talent. I forget. It was one of the things. So generally speaking, if I make a general statement, most times it's the dudes who are like, "Yo, man, you got the wrong shit, bro. You got this is wrong and that's wrong. You should just like uninstall right now." Right? But you get a woman into the group, and she's just like, "Yo, let's fucking do this. Let's have fun, bro. Time to crush it. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Do you even know the fights?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know the fights." They're like, "Good, because I don't know shit. Let's have fun." And then we go in, and then we just have such a good time. So when TBC dropped, the reason I'm saying that is because when TBC dropped, TBC was fun, and I love Classic, and TBC gameplay was better than retail, of course, better than Shadowlands. Like, the gameplay of TBC was, in my opinion, much better than Shadowlands. But what I always say is that even though TBC was a better game to play, my Shadowlands retail guild was the more fun place to be at.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And so right now, we finally... In Season of Mastery, I did the 2-guild system, but we were on a PvP server, and I think a lot of times just because you're on a PvP server, everybody's a little bit more toxic. And then also because of Season of Mastery, it was a short season. They pretty much had a timeline where they released all the raids in 1 year. versus normally releasing all the raids in like 2.5 years, about, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would disagree with you on that. And
So that kind of pushed that toxic as well in Season of Mastery. So I think that we just got really lucky that Mankrik, we chose the PvE server because most of my guildies who joined in Season of Mastery were just getting killed because they would, of course, they have careers, they have families, they have jobs, they have a life,
right.
and they log in, and then everybody's already 60 and they're getting ganked in the level 40 zone. So we were like,
Yeah.
okay, let's move to a PvE server because it's not working out for the mentality and everybody here. Like, I was safe. I didn't have any problems hitting 60, but there were so many horror stories that I got from people that are like, I can't even get past level 40, because I keep getting ganked. Where do I even go? And all this and that. So I think we just got lucky that Mankrik is like, a lot of the people that we have recruited are just freaking great people. We haven't had, we've had to maybe kick 3 people out of guild.
Wow.
Total.
Yeah. What you say though, so the guild has kind of ascended most recently. This isn't something that's been here for years and years. It's just it's kind of started peaking here right at the time to prepare or be, around for classic.
Yeah, as soon as
or for WotLK.
For WotLK, as soon as they released info that, okay, we're dropping WotLK on this date, I was like, oh shit, we got 2 months left. Fuck, I'm like, I gotta get in there. And then we were worried at first that if I started to recruit, that we would get a bunch of pains in the ass, total douchebags, right? Like,
Sure.
so
They can ruin it.
we were thinking of recruiting in a different way than normal, or the way that I'm used to. And so finally I was like, you know what? We're just going to do it and we'll see what happens. Because this server this Discord, of course, also is our retail guild, which we're very strict in our retail guild about, And then you saw our message of the day, right? When you first got here, it was like, no a-holes, no d-bags, you better have manners. If not, expect to get kicked. Don't fuck it up.
It's a good message.
Right.
That's actually what I was telling Rich Red when I told him about
Yeah.
this guild, and another friend who's not online right now.
Right.
Joined
And then
as
we enforced that policy, and people are like, okay, this is gonna get enforced. Let's not be dicks. And then the other part too was that I tell people, let's do free gear and free bags, right? And as soon as you see the guild master kind of helping everybody out and putting out all this effort to help people get pimped or help people get what they need to get, that kind of sets the tone for, okay, helping people out is cool.
Yeah.
Now I want to help people out because
I mean, I agree. That's
yeah.
what people will see when they see that.
Right. So that was super helpful too as well.
Oh shit, Winter Grasp is real.
Winter Grasp.
Winter Grasp?
Whoa.
I didn't know it was starting yet.
I'm fishing in Winter Grasp and it just popped up and I. Okay.
What do? You just run there?
I'm here already fishing, ironically.
It's not like 40 versus 40. It's like whoever shows up is there.
I don't know. We'll see, huh?
Is that how it works? I don't know.
I was just
When
about
you're
to say though, like what you were just saying about the whole like mindset of the guild, like, cause Llama's the one that recruited me.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, I asked in trade, like, I'm looking for a guild that's not too sweaty or something like that.
Right.
But also not
too that bad.
Yeah, kind of like the middle ground.
But also
and
doesn't
he
suck.
recruited me.
That's awesome.
Oh, I'm in Winter Grass. Woohoo! Let's do it.
So,
Yeah.
2 ways to join Winter Grasp. I think you're either there in the zone, you'll get an automatic queue, or get teleported to Dal message, or you can queue up in Dal, if I remember correctly, for the next match, and it'll just pop you there when it's ready.
Gotcha. Yep. So it's been going great because everybody's been wanting to help. Like,
yeah, have you been satisfied with how things are going?
Oh, super satisfied, because in Classic Vanilla, I had a lot of trouble where I was pretty much the only. I didn't even have officers. It was just me. One man show. Me running. Circus, everything.
And all the animal handlers.
I was doing it all. Yep. And so it ended up dying out.
You got your herding cats badge?
Yeah, exactly. We had a lot of fun though. Like, we had this one guy who would log in and then queue for BGs. And while he was queued for the BG, he would go in and change everybody's guild note to like. And it was so. There's no good way to explain this, and I don't even have good examples. Okay, but he would make the most dirty joke that was like still PG-13.
Nice. He had skills.
Yeah, he had skills, man. Like my guild note was like Big Baby Nuts Magic Missile,
Yeah.
and it was like he would always
He's
use
a funny guy.
he would always use your character name too. Yeah, he was hilarious because
Epic.
I sent him the classic guild message. I'm like, yo, join guild. I'll make you free gears and free bags. He's like, nah, man. And I'm like, oh, whatever. And he's like, I want my own special ranking. And so I'm like, ha! I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, you want your own special fucking... I'm doing everything in this guild, man. You want some special effing rank? He's like, yeah, man. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, man, you want your own effing special rank, huh? You mother... And I'm just cursing at him left and right. I'm like, you suck. I hate you. This is so dumb. Just join the guild. Shut up. Right? Is basically how I'm acting. And he's like, nah, I want my own special ranking. I'm like, all right, dude, you want your own effing special ranking then? And he's like, dude, yes. This is like the 4th or 5th time that we've gone over this. And I'm like, all right, bro, you want your own special ranking? Here's what you do. You got to recruit 50 people to guild. You recruit 50 people to guild, I'll give you your own special effing ranking. All right, asshole? And he's like, all right, perfect. Invite me to guild. And I'm like, what? He's like, idiot. I can't. I'm like, whatever. Join. So he joins guild, and 2 weeks later, he sends me a message. Now, for whatever reason, I'm pretty good at math, and just in the back of my head, I know, okay, generally I've recruited 17 people today. Okay, generally I know, all right, I pretty much recruited, 14 people today, right? And it comes out, and 2 weeks later, he messaged me. He's like, hey, man, am I going to get my own special ranking? And I was like, who the fuck are you, motherfucker, your own special ranking? I'm like, fuck no. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, we talked about this when I joined guild. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, did I say that? And he's like, yeah, man.
Did I make this deal?
That's what you... Yeah, did I make this deal? And he's like, yeah, man, that's what you said. And I'm like, what did I say? And he told me what I said, and I'm like, huh. I'm like, okay, that kind of sounds like something I would say. And I'm like, and I didn't say this, but I was like, let me check the offline members. And there was about 50, it was literally about like 44 members that were uncalled for that I didn't recruit. That I'm like, wait a minute, we have 44 more members than we had. And I'm like, dude, so you've been recruiting? He's like, hell yeah, I've been recruiting. And I was like, I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, all right. So we had, the name of the guild was the Dirtan Thugs. So we had our own special ranking for him, the Thug Shaman. He had no officer rank things available. He could just make guild notes on everybody. And I think he could fuck with
that was his superpower.
Yeah, his superpower. And then I think he could mess with the guild messages of the day, but he never did. And so it was just so funny. Even my because that was back when I still had my real life friends were playing. And we all started to message each other at the same time. Basically, we were like, dude, man, like, what the fuck is up with these, like, guild notes that you're popping on people? I don't even know if, like, these are good or bad. Like, they're, like, so dirty, but also clean. It was, like, dirty stuff was heavily influencing, but it was still a clean joke, you know? And he's like, dude, it's not me. I was about to ask you. He's like, I thought you were doing it. And I was like, you thought I was doing it? We're like, okay, who the fuck's doing this? So we messaged all of our buddies in real life, which was, like, all 5 of us. And it's not us. And we're like, man, so who the fuck is it? So we finally just asked in guild chat. We're like, all right, who the fuck is making all these guild notes? And he's like, it was me, Musaka. And I'm like, or Mufasa is not Musaka. Mufasa was his name. And so we had a little chat. We're like, are we gonna keep this? Like, these are kind of dirty, but they're also just perfect. So are we gonna? So we just let it fly because it was so funny.
And when the guy's good, he's earning it.
Oh, it was beautiful. Yeah, and then there was a bunch of offlines for 3 months, like level 12 offline for 3 months. And the guild note is like, died to a Scarlet Warrior, level 9. Immediately uninstalled, rage quit. It was like the funniest.
So this winter grasp situation, let me put it this way. My instant cast spells are not instant cast spells.
I don't know.
It's pretty laggy.
Because it's laggy. Right. That's funny. So, But I'm definitely, you know what, like I think that, you know, Dragonflight is gonna be cool, right? Like
So yeah, are you gonna keep spending time on retail and classic, or I mean, obviously you got interests, you
I
got connections, you
I have the
built a lot of things.
I have the two accounts right now, but um, you know what? I don't want to say it like this, but I'll say it like this. I'm pretty smart, you know, so it's pretty obvious right now that retail is all but dead. You
Oh,
log into retail and it's just you're just getting embers. You got
you know,
there's nothing there.
we get indicators, but when you say it so bluntly like that, that's just
It's just dead right now.
it just feels bad.
There's no two ways to say it. It's just fucking dead, right? So, where is everybody? Well, a lot of people who are hardcore retail players, they don't even log in right now. They're just waiting for what's it called, Dragonflight to come out, right?
Okay,
But where's
they're
everybody?
already checked out.
And where's everybody else? Well, everybody else is playing Wrath of the Lich King Classic because you log in right now, and how many people are online in the guild? Like there is so much people. There's so many people right now online in the guild. You know, um, there's
Yeah, what was there, like 150 on
everybody's here.
leavings ago?
I've been listening to you
Can-
guys. This isn't an
everybody's here.
officers' meeting, is it?
No, it's not.
Hey!
This is just us chilling, having a good time.
Welcome.
What's up, Val?
Well, I was just gonna say I go back and forth playing both, so
Mhm.
I enjoy both of them still.
But predominantly, right? Everybody's in Wrath right now, and that's
Yeah.
where it's at, right?
That's right. Yeah, you're
So,
right.
and then I was not really planning on doing Wrath of the Lich King, but I just got into it, and it's been so much fun. And then on top of it, we're meeting people not only who are fun and nice people, but we're also meeting people who are like, "Yo, I have a character in retail. Like, I do plan on getting Dragonflight," and now I'm like, "Okay, like we don't even have to recruit for Shadowland. I mean, for Dragonflight right now on Facebook or wherever else, because." There's a huge amount of people right now in the Wrath of the Lich King guild, maybe
really
like
are.
150, maybe 200 people who are like, I'm gonna play Dragonflight, and we might be able to convince them to move over and join our guild in Dragonflight. Which if right now it's going good in Wrath of the Lich King in this guild, it's the same exact guild name in retail, right? So I think it's gonna be super. And I've told all my retail people too, who are just sitting and waiting for Dragonflight right now. I'm like, yo, I think like a lot of our recruiting is already done because as soon as Dragonflight comes out, we're gonna get a lot of people who are in the Wrath of the Lich King guild who want to who get Dragonflight start playing.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I think, in my opinion, there's two things, right? In my opinion, there is Wrath of the Lich King is going to be the final of the trilogy legacy set of classic. If I want, if I want,
think,
well, if I want, well, here's how in my head it works. If I want 7 talent points at max level, I'm going to go to retail.
gotcha.
If I want 70 talent points and all the tough and fun and hard stuff to do, you come to Wrath of the Lich King. Now, Cataclysm might come out, right? But even if Cataclysm does come out, I'm going to stay in. I'm not going to play Cataclysm. Because if I want 7 talent points, I'm not going to play Cataclysm. I'm just going to go play Dragonflight. Even though they're doing talent overhauls and all that kind of stuff, it's still kind of like the same. It's going to be very similar.
Well, I think your point, of how you described the current state of retail, and then here, I think everybody can agree that the real excitement going on in the game is here right now.
Exactly. So I see this Wrath of the Lich King as being around forever. Right, next 8 years, we're still going to be playing Wrath of the Lich King. So we might, if I get lucky enough, or if I put in all the hard freaking work and effort consistently, we might get 5 guilds in Wrath of the Lich King that come out. And then as soon as Wrath of the Lich King starts to die out, and Wrath is almost over, we'll probably drop it back down to 2 guilds, right? And take it from there.
Right.
And then we'll just have 2 guilds in Wrath of the Lich King who are consistent for the next 8 years is pretty much the thing. Because I really wanted to do it in Classic Vanilla, where I'm playing Classic Vanilla forever. I don't even want to play retail ever again. And then Shadowlands came out, and of course the thing about Nax I told you happened. So I was like, okay, let me go back to retail, right? So Um, I was completely planning on never playing retail again when
Yeah.
Classic Vanilla came out, and I just planned on playing Classic Vanilla forever. And then I was thinking the same thing about TBC, but I didn't really get into TBC. I probably hit 63 on this Slayer Missile Warrior that I'm playing right now.
Really.
Yeah, I hit 63, and I was like, you know what? Because all the guilds were disbanded and started over. Right, so I was like, wow, really? Am I going to start over the whole thing that I was doing for years, you know?
Yeah.
Or
That's a tough decision.
join a guild. And then the big problem, is that I have 360s, and there's no guild out there that's doing 3 different raid teams. So I have to join 3 different guilds to be on 3 different raid teams for my 3 tunes, right? To raid in Classic Vanilla. And all those guilds are GDKP or Loot Council. And the Loot Council especially sucks for me because it's like, well, I have 360s, so I'm going to be floating from here to there to here to there. I'm never going to be putting in all the time that they want me to put in for Loot Council to get me anything ever because I had the 3 characters. You know, and GDKP was the same thing too, where it just like it was so annoying to show up to every raid and be consistent and get your points.
It's heavy management.
And then finally, yeah, so it took me like 7 or 8 weeks that I was in 3 different guilds. And I had only gotten 2 pieces of gear, and they were both suck. Like they were like both blue pieces. There wasn't even like a purple. In freaking Molten Core. And that's when I was like, oh my god, I'm just gonna make the 2 guild. Like I'm gonna go hard into recruiting, make the 2 guild system, and do that. So, so here we are. You know, it's like I really hope that at one day I'll be able to have, 9 or 10 80s who are raiding 1 by 1. You know what I mean?
Like turtles.
In Wrath of the Lich King. So that's kind of the strategy, is that even if Kata does come out, I just plan on having,
Right.
playing retail and then playing Wrath of the Lich King forever. I really want a game where it's like no new content's coming out. I don't have to start over from scratch. There's no,
Right, because you want to enjoy the benefits of
release
having
day.
built up and put in all the effort. To
Yeah,
sharpen
exactly.
grit.
And that's what I like too. So it's one of those things where I strongly feel like Wrath of the Lich King is going to be the end of my classic adventure journey.
Well, you picked a good one because it's going to be a long one and a lot of great tiers.
Yeah, exactly.
In all honesty, Kata is better than the last 3 retail expansions they put together, probably.
Right. Yeah. I love Kata. I love Kata so much. I had such a fun time in Kata. Kata was when I first started like raiding on 3 characters. And I had fun with it, and it was going well.
I enjoyed the raids.
Yeah, you enjoy the raids. The content was great. It took me like all summer one time, and I geared up for raid, and I got into a nice raid team, and I was pretty good because it took me all summer to get all my best in slots, but I got them. Yep, and I'm such an asshole. I always customize my own everything. So like you have your recommended online Wowhead best in slots, and I'm like, no, I can find a better piece. Don't you worry. And so I put together my crazy ass best in slot list, and it was good and it worked. But I can't, as fun as and as much as I love Kata, I don't even. You say Kata, and I'm like, I don't care. I feel nothing when the topic of Kata is brought up, But Wrath of the Lich King is like, well, you got 70 talents, right? I mean, this is like pretty much one of the. You had classic vanilla, and then stuff.
You have more customization, more configurability. You get to really emphasize your play style better than that 7 choice.
And stuff changed in TBC to make it better, right? And then whatever wasn't good in TBC, they pretty much I think Wrath of the Lich King is like the best version of classic TBC and Wrath. It's like they pretty much did everything.
Are all these nodes broken?
I don't know,
Rich, there's a couple more.
Did you get credit for that? Great.
No. It's like the 3rd broken node in a row.
Fun. We get to do that nightmare mob again.
So
Might
yeah,
be some phasing.
that's pretty much the story.
Well, it's good to understand how the
pulling code.
Yeah, how the guild got here. We just kind of assumed it had been around a while, but it sounds like
Gold.
it's really been growing.
Yeah, you can type
Trying to find it.
/G info. I just put it in guild chat. You can type that, and it will show when we created. So we created in May 31st is when we started, and we pretty much just got guildies from retail to come over, and then come July is when I actually started.
May of this year?
Yeah, May of this year. Dude, I'm recruiting like 100. Oh, look, if so, a normal day where I'm not trying that hard, I'll recruit 50 to 80 people. If I put in a whole day,
What?
if I put in a whole day devoted to recruiting, right, I will recruit close to 150 people.
Cray.
Which means once every 2 hours, the online list kind of refreshes. So what happens is I'll be around, right, and I'll do my /who, level 5 to level 18, and I'll start recruiting everybody in that level range, right? And then this is my specific recruit day. So now I have a separate message for anybody who's 19 and above. So 19 and above, instead my message is not yo join my guild, I'll make you free gear. It's hey, what's up? I got a super active guild. I'm looking for more chill players to do dungeons and quests for that pre-Wrath of the Lich King ready. Would you be interested? We've about 100 people online every night, and we plan to have 3 or 4 raid teams too. It's a blast. And I send that out, and I do /who19, /who20, /who21, all the way up to 60. And then
I don't think I've seen an operation like this again outside of a streamer.
Right? Yeah, I just do it because I love it, and it's like I want to log in and have a good time. You know, that's like the real deal here. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because I want to have a blast when I log in, which is great.
Well, I think everybody involved has stuff to be proud of.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Scorny's also my co-GM. She's been super helpful in all kinds of ways. Right?
Scorny's great.
Yeah.
I like Scorny.
And then she helped me at the start too. Right? With how to tone my language so that I'm speaking the woman version of what I want to say. So every now and then she'd whisper me and be like, "Hey, I would not use that word," and I'd be like, "Oh shit." You're like, "Really?" She'd be like, "Yeah, that's not. Let's say this instead." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "You got it, Scorny. Thanks for keeping me in the loop," which was super helpful. You know,
communication's an art, and there's just too many ways to do it, and also screw it up.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm trying to say "be," but just with my word language, I'm saying purple. And I'm trying to say "be," so Scorny would help me say "be." Like the words that I use also say it was great. It was so much fun. So. And then of course we had, third person roleplay guy, WotLK.
Oh yeah, he pops in.
You know about WotLK, the third person roleplay guy?
No, we just met him and talked to him in Disc a bit.
He used to do third person roleplay so good. He's like, WotLK got axe! New. Okay. We got axe! And then everybody in the guild is like, yeah, WotLK! Like, yay! And just doing that, like, brought guildies together. Like, people were so pumped when he would talk in third person, and they'd be like, oh, yeah! You're the best, WotLK! And it was just like, so...
It does what it's told or it gets the lotion.
Yeah, exactly. It was just, like, so stupid. So
I said that wrong.
So we ended up... No, I know what you meant. So I ended up making him an officer because he's online, and he's good people, and so on and so
It's the
forth.
hose again. That's what it is.
Yep.
Good humor is the toughest thing to find in the creative world.
Yep. Oh, all right. Thank you. Oh, completely. I don't know. What am I supposed to do for this quest, huh?
I'll keep stealing the frost armors.
And then I always know the fact too about like guilds in the past where it's like, oh man, you might have 20 people on the sign up sheets, but 3 of them can't make it because they have real life duty. And
Exactly.
and then
Unfortunate.
yeah, and it always happens. There's nothing you can do about it. And they say, I got to do this. My wife needs this. My kids need this. Whatever it is, right? And
People keep putting their kids in front of their WoW game.
I know
understand all
they
that.
got to read our guild rules. They got 18 hours minimum required online per day.
People put their priorities out of whack.
You're allowed 3 to 4 hours of sleep. Listen, 3 hours is recommended. Okay, 4 hours, whatever. Okay, gee, that's gonna be some minus DKP, but 4 hours, whatever. If you gotta sleep for 4 hours, it's alright. But no more than 4 hours. Okay, and then you have basically 2 hours in between those 2 times to get done all your eating, food, job, work, kids, life, family. All right, and then sometimes I gotta call people's bosses and I say, listen. Cold Caress is now he's now a raid leader, man.
Call their bosses.
All right, so he's got 2 hours free required guild rules per day to do all of his job and all the career there. So you're gonna have to be giving him less work or whatever it is, but
Cut down his hours.
he's got to be doing these. Yep, I like that joke. That's my favorite joke.
Where is this guy? I can't. Well, you know where he is.
Oh, and then my favorite too is when somebody is like a ninja. This is the best example. If you get a ninja in guild, right? Instead of I always have a guild council meeting where it's like anybody online. I'm like, all right, everybody online. Guild council meeting starts right now. All in favor of kicking Fellblazer, say aye, and all against, say nay. And they're like, what do you do? And then we tell everybody what he did right in guild chat. And he's like, and then he can, post his defense. No, it wasn't me. I didn't mean to. Blah, 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 whatever it is. And I'm like, all right, the ayes have it. We'll see you later, buddy.
Old court.
Yep.
Court session.
That, or a lot of times too, I don't even have to do a council whether we're gonna kick him or not. A lot of times, all I had to do was just tell everybody. I'm like, yo, man, fucking Blazer's being a ninja. And everybody, you put in his guild note. Whenever you see him online, people are like, dude, fucking oh, you're going to do a group. I just chose Fellblazer because he's in guild chat. You're going to do a group with Fellblazer? You better watch out because he's a fucking ninja. And so the guy literally had 2 options where in a huge guild like this, if you do it like that, he's got 2 options. He's either going to change and start and stop ninjaing, or he's going to leave guild because we've pretty much...
Exactly. Just confront it.
So it takes care of itself in that way. And I love that kind of like that whole public way of doing things.
Yeah. Above board is the best way to gain trust.
Right? So it's so much fun doing it like that. It usually sorts itself out.
Clears up any questions.
Yeah. Exactly. So, but yeah, if you're interested in raid leading and putting the raid together and stuff, definitely let's do it. I always, you don't.
I would say help. I'm glad to help organize and help orcs get things going right now.
Yeah, get it started.
I'm hesitant to step in any of the leadership structures you already got going.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
People.
I tell people all the time. I'm like, yo, you don't have to be an officer to make events. You don't have to be an officer to make raids. You don't need You don't need leadership to be putting this group together. Just
growing more people contributing.
Just do it. Let's just have fun and do it. So, don't feel too much weight about that. And then, of course, too, like you're gonna get a ton of people in there, right, who want to, of course, raid and make this happen. And you're just gonna find somebody who's like, I can raid lead, and then there you go. You're all good. Oh man. I'm just gonna die.
What?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to handle this. I'm so close to handling this. I know that I'm gonna die at the last second.
I love the fact that I died leveling shit up multiple times in this situation or another. Uh, because if there's not a lethal threat, you know, it's just no real fun or interest to the game,
Oh.
anyway.
Oh, 132 health! Oh, hey, hey! Oh, I had one last cast. If I could just have gotten it out. Oh, that was sad.
I'm trying to remember, is there a teleporter to Wintergrass from Dalaran? Or... On a blank.
Yeah, there is, but it's only generally up during certain times, like not during the battleground time.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking, because I wanted to turn my quest in.
I yeah, I haven't used it, so I don't know if they've tinkered with it, but that's what it used to be.
Gotcha. I got deviant fish from my fishing quest.
Oh, that's epic. The world needs more of those.
Oh. Apparently there's a quest item that I can use on this guy to make the fight easier. Can't believe I got him. I got this guy down to 1% health. It was like one more cast. And I was like,
Oh, sick.
yeah, that was why I screamed a little bit earlier.
It's like the end of a movie.
Oh, oh. Okay, this is working out great now that I called this item into action. Oh, this item only works once, though. Are you fucking joking with me?
So did you play WotLK during the original timeline it came out?
Yes, I did.
So do you remember everything, or do you remember a lot?
I remember nothing.
Yeah. I'm very vague on a lot of these details. Which makes it interesting, so.
Oh, for sure. It definitely does. Oh, this guy just saved me. 900 health. Yeah, so I played. I was pretty much in college though, so I was only playing it here and there.
Right.
And I swear I finally hit max level, like, man, 3 or 4 months maybe before Kata was coming out. So I was like, hell yeah, who wants to raid? And they're like, dude, this server is dead. Everybody's waiting for Kata to come out, bro. And I was like, "Ugh." So I got into like a couple Naxes with the guild, which was like a blow through because everybody had like ICC gear, but we were doing Nax for fun, right? So I don't remember much, I'll tell you that. And I just picked up the Dual Daggers Warrior from Classic Vanilla. Not Classic Vanilla, Classic, 4 years ago when Classic came out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They put in a little time now.
Which,
Man, that was a ton of excitement when Classic first came out.
oh yeah.
4 years already since they
That's
did
crazy, isn't it?
since they redid Classic.
Yeah, I think it was 2018 when it came out.
Wow.
2018, I don't know why I remember this, but August 27th.
Yeah, I was stoked about it because it just
Oh,
made me
dude,
think about the old days.
I was shaking for 2 weeks before Classic came out. I'd just be eating lunch and my hand would be trembling because I was so excited.
So,
It was ridiculous. I mean, I did it hard, right? Where I'm like, okay, I want to play one of each class. Okay, because I don't know, because everything's different in Classic
Right.
than it is in retail. And when Vanilla was actually out, I had only made it to level 48, so I'd never done on a Hunter, which is like the most easy mode. You play a Hunter if you suck, right? And that was like my first tune. So when it came out, I already had my system in place. I knew I had a spreadsheet, and you were able to create characters before launch. Like a week before launch, you could make your character list, right? So I made my character list, and I had one of each class. All the names were there, and I had down who I wanted to have what professions, right? So that the night that it drops, I played my druid, got him to level 10, and as I'm playing, I'm mailboxing cloth, leather, herbs, and I think I was mailboxing meat. I forget, right? And greens to the proper enchanter, leatherworker, tailor, right? So day 2, I play my mage, and I get him to level 5. He gets to the first mailbox, and in the mailbox is enough cloth and enough leather to get maxed out 75 out of 75 leatherworking and maxed out tailoring. Right? So I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. So I had crafted so many greens that I already mailboxed, right, to my priest, who was going to be the enchanter, and I had already mailboxed herbs to the guy who was going to be my enchanter alchemist. So I finished the mage, I finished maxing out leatherworking, tailoring, and then I go on and I make my priest. Get my priest to level 5. Right? I think you can see where this is going. He gets to level 5, and he's got enough greens in there and enough herbs to get 75 enchanting and 75 alchemy. I was like, holy shit, this is going great. And then I started to pimp out, I don't want to say it, but I mailboxed enough shit to my shaman that he had the best in slot, level 2 crafted hand-stitched leather gear set with full armor kits, greens, a weapon at level 5, full bags, right? So my level 1 shaman went to the mailbox, and then I used the Hearthstone and came back, and he was decked out. I think I even had food buffs and elixirs and potions on him at level 1. He was insane. He was a level 1 twink.
Yeah, that's the way to roll.
Yep, so I did that, and I had enough mining, because I got mining on him. I got him to like level 8 or 9 pretty quick, with all of his pimped out, greens at level 6, two or three greens at level 6, whatever it was. So I got mining on him, and then I sent all the mining to my warlock. So I got my warlock to level 5, right? And so basically everything happened where, long story short, right, I could tell you this forever about what the process was. But long story,
Yeah, this is a complex process.
yeah, this is what I consider my empire, right? Long story short, I got to level 32 on my main druid, and everybody else was at level 20. the professions work like at level 5, you can craft gear up to level 12. And then you have to get level 10 and you can become like an artisan leather worker. Or, like you start as like a journeyman, you go to like
Right.
Yeah, journeyman, then expert, then artisan. So at level 5 is journeyman. You have to get level 10 first before you can become expert. You can and at level 10 you can craft gear up to level like 28. And then you have to become level 20 to become artisan. And once you become level 20, you can make gear up to level 45, level 48. So all my guys were pimped out with crafted gear from level 20 on. And the final character,
You must have blitzed through your leveling.
I did, because every now and then I'd play on my main, the druid, and then finally resting spirits would rack up. And I'd be like, all right, let's take a day. And I would always take one day to do this. I'd play on my shaman for 2 hours, and I wouldn't even quest half the time. I would just go grind mobs and kill shit. And I'd get 2 levels and all the materials that I wanted, because I would go to a specific place where it had the mats that I wanted to get, right?
It's very efficient.
Yep.
Especially the use of the rest of the XP.
Yep, and then I'd log off him, go to the hunter, go to the rogue, log off him, the mage, the warlock, everybody. Right? And I'd finish that in 2 days, and then I'd go back to my main. And my main would suddenly have like a little bit of rested bonus, which was great. And then I'd wait another week or two. It was probably pretty much like every week I'd try and do it, and it was like perfectly where like rested bonus would be like almost maxed. And I would just go through the process again, and they'd all get 2 levels. I'd get a bunch of mats, and so on and so forth. So, where was I going with this? There was the thing I was going with.
You're just talking about how you organize your level.
No, you ready?
Your tunes.
So here's the punchline. So I knew that I wanted to get one of each class, right? But I was like, man, the warrior. Everybody talks about how shit a 2-handed warrior is. Like I don't know about the warrior, because I know it's gonna suck, right?
Arms versus Fury.
Yep. And I watched maybe 3 weeks before Classic drops, right? I watched a 30-minute video on Warriors, and it was pretty good. It goes over talents and all this stuff. But it was a 30-minute video. The final 2 minutes was exactly what I needed. Like, the only thing I needed to hear was this, right? So the final 2 minutes of the video, they do frequently asked questions, and they interview the rank 4 warrior of a private server, the fourth, literally the 4th best warrior on the highest rank they could find for an interview.
Wow.
The last question of FAQ was, is dual-wield daggers viable as a warrior? And this asshole responds, and he says, dual-wield daggers on a warrior is best in slot. Your only problem is going to be actually rolling on those daggers, because there's 5 other classes who want those daggers. And I was like,
wow.
Wait, I was like, what? I was like, this whole 30-minute video, they didn't cover anything about daggers, right? And literally the last 30 seconds, I'm like, dual-wield daggers? I'm like, what the fuck? Right? So now I'm like,
Never heard of that.
kind of interested. I'm like, all right, maybe if I get the chance, we'll see. But I think that my warrior is going to get to level 20, because I wanted to get everybody to level 20 first, and then I take it from there, right? And figure out, okay, do I really want to do this, or is he just going to stay at level 20? So fate and destiny intertwined into one magical moment. I hit level 2, my warrior, boom, fisherman's knife, and I was like, a dagger. Okay. So I'm level 2, I pick up this dagger, and the speed is so fast that I'm generating rage so much that I'm just crushing everything. I'm melting everything. I got the sword, I got this dagger and the shield. I'm having no problems questing. I'm like, wow. Okay, this is sick. Let's wait till I hit level 20 and get dual wield though. And I got to level 20, and of course, like an asshole, I craft 2 green daggers, right? And boom, right there. It was my first fight, man. I had generated 75 rage within 6 seconds of the fight starting. My rage bar was full, and at the same time, I'm melting through everything, just going through butter, just destroying everything. And I was like, holy shit. So now here he is, my new main. From the depths. Didn't even think he was going to be played. The Dual Daggers Warrior.
Yeah, but you had fun.
It was so much fun. I would have, in Shadowlands, I would have Dual Daggers Warrior Withdrawal. So that's how my warrior got to level 63, was I just literally had withdrawal. Had to go back and play it. It's so much fun because suddenly, as a 2-hand arms warrior, right? You're really only using hamstring. You're using hamstring the whole time. That's your only ability. and you're just waiting for your sweat.
Oh, for the procs.
Yeah, for your strike to go, and that's like so annoying. But as dual daggers, I'm like charge, thunderclap, demoralizing shout, switch stances, right? Like sunder armor, one bloodthirst, heroic strike. I'm like switching back stances, disarm, execute. I'm like, I'm just my guy is like constantly just like whirlwind swinging around because the cast, it's like when you do the cast for any of those abilities, you spin in a circle. It's just so dumb.
Yeah, then you get the full rotation abilities. You get the
Oh,
the
yeah.
full gamut of all the.
I could show you real quick on let me do a little. Yo, you want to see this? Yo, you want to see this right now? I just put it on Discord stream.
Thanks.
I don't know if you have two screens though. I don't want to.
I don't.
Word. All right, I'll do the call out. Should I do the call outs? No. Anyways, it's just like I'm fighting my abilities to get rid of rage fast enough because the dual daggers it generates rage so fast. It's awesome.
You've been talking about those daggers quite a while.
It was a life changing moment. As soon as it worked, I was now a dual dagger rogue. Okay, you've never heard of it, but I did the dual dagger hunter. There's nothing more fun than being a hunter, running out of arrows, and then having to stop questing to go back to town and buy arrows. So instead of that, I never had to go back to town to buy arrows. I swear for like 4 levels, I completely forgot to buy arrows every single time I went to town. Completely forgot. So for 4 levels, I was just dual daggers hunter with my pet, just killing everything, murder trapless. It's ridiculous. And then of course I was like, yo, let's take this next level, dagger shield shaman, which I would start tanking dungeons on my way through, right? Because with your dagger, your speed is so fast that just like auto attacking, you generate enough threat that suddenly you're tanking as a shaman. Whatever. And I would always try to get a dagger on a mage or a warlock. If I had the chance to get a dagger that had spell power, I'd grab it because there's a sweet trick where you can, if you time it properly, you can stab with your dagger and then shoot with your wand, and it somehow counts as one auto attack. You have to time it so properly. But if you time it proper, you can get out your dagger stab and a wand stab in the same auto attack.
Really?
Yeah. So, and that just helps when you run out of mana and you're like, oh shoot, I'm gonna die. Oh wait, let me do my dagger stab wand. Dagger stab wand. And it's just so helpful. Level 12 warlock, get a dagger. Level 10 mage, get a dagger. So.
Sounded a whole lot like the way to beat the game is just to get a dagger.
It's what it started happening. It like I felt like Neo from the Matrix, man. Everything just like turned to numbers and green shit, and I was like, whoa! All I need is a dagger. But at least in terms of leveling, like at max level, you'd probably not get a dagger as a mage, right? You don't really need to. You're in a raid team, you're in a dungeon team, you're not going to be taking heat. You know. Same thing for the warlock. Even well, with the hunter, I never got to max level as a hunter, right? But what I would do as a hunter is I would do this because I've gotten so good at doing it on my warrior. So I have 2 weapon sets I have 3 weapon sets as my warrior. I have the dual daggers, and I have a 2-hander, and then I have the dagger shield. So like at a certain point when I get all my rage up, I have a ton of rage. Now I switch and I put my 2-hander on and I cast 3 times in a row real quick.
Really?
And, yep. I'm out of rage. I switch back to dual daggers. I get my rage maxed up. I put my 2-hander on.
Yeah, I never played a warrior at top tier.
Oh, it's insanely fun. So the same thing I would do with the hunter, right? I would technically, if I had a max level hunter, I would have 2 daggers just for melee. Like when
Hey Fuzz, do you want to do Halls of Lightning with me and Cold?
Right now?
In a minute.
Oh yeah, as you were saying, I was about to put a group together for Dire Brew real quick just to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
go
do
for
that
it.
too.
Chance at the Kodo. I
Yeah,
already
we can
have
get
the
good
RAM.
kills done.
You just got the Kodo, so it motivated me to try to get mine.
Yeah, I'll pass on both. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm a mount hoe. Yeah, but I'm not in a group. If you want to invite me and do that, or
Got you, bud.
just want to remember to do it. I keep forgetting to do it every day with everything that's
Yeah,
going on.
I haven't paid much attention. I've been just stacking gold.
Yeah, I've forgotten about it.
Yeah, we quit leveling like a day and a half ago.
Oh yeah, we'd all be 80 right now if we weren't being
Farming.
gold stacking turds.
Rich, I think we're out of this room now.
Thank God.
You know, shit. All the slaves that didn't want to be
Uh,
rescued. Make it go away.
Send them to the plank.
Oh, I did that quest earlier, I think.
Yeah, it's a daily and ice crown.
Okay, so are we skipping that that air thing, or do you want to?
That's up to you.
I don't care
I'm
that
just
deeply.
fucking irritated as shit.
Yeah. Is it something where there's a follow-on? It's not blocking us, right?
Uh,
Anyways.
it's a plant battle standard. Thought that was at the top of the hill, but I don't even have the battle standard.
Use his Thunder Bomb's jump bot. We have to use the jump bot where
Oh,
the
that's right.
jump
Yeah,
bot.
yeah. Come here. I got you. I remember now.
Oh, it was right there, tucked away on the side where he was, right?
Yeah.
Not
You gotta
allowed
hop
to
his
do.
little happy ass up there.
Okay, that's cool. Mini games are fine. How about the dying berserker questioned?
One thing at a time. I don't even.
Yeah, I
can't
don't even see
I
an
can't
icon
even
for it.
process a thought right now.
Greetings. Light bless you.
By the way, remember if you guys can find another healer that wants to go, I can boomkin.
Up to you,
Make-
man.
Make Cold's crit
Rich,
go up.
do you see it again?
No. I'm up at the battle standard.
Okay.
You get credit? Yeah.
No.
No.
I think so.
Well met.
It's super easy to do though. Oh, I see it.
Go with honor, friend.
Okay, I got it. I'm just jumping out of here. You getting that Serenite on the way down? Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I got it.
Need help?
There's a rich Serenite right next to me in Wintergrasp.
Be careful.
That's all good. I've had my fill of like fuckery today. Like my head is like hurting now.
Oh, from Farmer Nodes.
Multiple things. Internet was fucking with me. Fucking
his
ice
computer's
crown's been
dying.
like
Yeah, freaking bugging stuff.
list keeps going until it gets better.
What up, fuckers?
Destroy the
Hey, what's up, bro?
What up, dude? Nice to see you.
You want to do some Halls of Lightning after we do Dire Bro?
Yeah, I don't care.
That sounds like a yes to me.
Are you off at work now? You able to actually game in public?
I need to unfuck my.
Why did I get on the ally boat?
You didn't get off right.
Somebody say something.
Something.
Thank God.
Olive juice.
There you go.
Olive juice. Oh, nice.
What can
Okay,
I
there
do
it
for
is.
you? Go with
We do that when we have earplugs in at the plant and fucking say it across the room at each other, and like a new guy would be like, "What the fuck?" It's like because it looks like you're saying "I love you,"
Yep.
or like hit the new guy with like blink twice if you're in trouble.
That's fucked. Yeah, I got home a couple hours ago. Me and the old lady watched a movie.
Putting in the time.
The Alliance.
Yeah. Don't want to make her mad.
I don't have that
You would
wedding to
like-
go to today. I go tomorrow.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
I don't know if it's the whole anger part. It's the extracurricular activities that might hurt.
He's talking about baby making.
Yep.
I didn't get that. Do you want to turn in the Crusader on the right?
I'll
I got
follow
that.
you. I don't know like my up and down right now.
Yeah, that's fine. This one is a turn in I got out of the that little original quest area, but it may be gray to you because
Oh yeah.
Have you done gun drag?
No, we still haven't done that. I'm still down to do that too.
That one's a good one for just farm. That's actually the one that a lot of people are farming 75 and up.
I just
Yeah.
got 2 quests that I want to get out of my inventory.
Fuck it, let's hit that
Yeah.
and then let's hit Hall's Lightning.
yeah, I'm ready.
It's really
to do
fast.
I'm ready to do another instance or two.
My wife says
Every-
something about me.
I have to take ice crown in doses.
It's like everything's fast when you're on cocaine.
All right,
That's
you
fucking
you
great.
in? You in, Jace?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I have the mole machine.
All right.
So I can
So-
port us to Dire Brew. If you want, wherever
Alright,
y'all want
okay.
to. I don't know where y'all want to meet. My hearth is up in 3 minutes.
We can meet in Dow and just get one more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to hearth for 3 more minutes. So
Give me 2 seconds.
It'll probably take us 3 minutes to get everybody there anyway. Anybody want a DPS or heal? Like since Fuzz can off-spec DPS. Dire Brew, then Gundrack, then Halls.
Oh, we're doing a gun drag? I mean, Hall. Never mind. It's been a long day.
I hear you.
Diver.
Need help?
I have a
Yeah, if this
mold
was
machine if
knocked
you want me to meet you in Dow real quick.
I'm gonna get my Kodo this time. Come on.
I need the RAM.
I have the RAM, so you can have the RAM. You can have it.
I'm passing on both.
You have them both?
Same.
No, I don't want either of them.
Oh.
That's my
I don't
favorite
care
looking
what I
Kodo in the game. I don't know why.
I got most of the mounts in retail, so I'm just
That's
like
the way I
not like
Yep.
What can I do?
yeah.
I was telling Jin that. I was like, dude, I looked it up. I have like almost 80% of the mounts in the
Go
game.
with honor, friend.
Oh yeah.
Oh, on retail?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's very few I can actually farm now. There's like 2 I can farm.
Yeah, I gotta wait for something to go on the black market.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I-
be sad when I watch all my gold disappear.
Funny.
Yeah, I only have 8 mounts.
Where you guys at?
Right now,
I'll
wait
join
for
you at
my.
Okay, I'm here at the end if anybody wants to get a.
Yeah, I'll join you at the end. In fact, I gotta give you some cloth.
Dang, I forgot to turn that quest in.
1 minute, 10 seconds. I can hearth and clean my
Hero
bags.
remains. Yeah, I forgot to.
Yeah. Just come on down and turn it in. We got time.
Yep, we'll do.
You need something?
Gotta get a 5th anyways.
Light be with you.
Yeah.
Just killing these elementals for no reason and winter grasp when they're dropping those elemental shadows or whatever.
Those are great.
Or eternal shadows, motes, crystallized shadow.
Mother
Looking for
F.
something specific?
Yeah, I've been turning them into rings and having Jason disenchant.
Make that one corner out of leaving that pad. and it
Oh,
boosts-
Taz, I sent you something. I think a couple greens.
Thank you.
I haven't been getting that many greens.
What level are you guys?
Still
78.
78. Me and Cold got on a farming binge and didn't stop. Like, I'm kind of
We
like
couldn't
sad
stop.
right now that I'm not farming. So
Dude, I
insane.
missed it.
He's like all that gold.
How much gold do you guys get up to?
I'm about to tell you right now what I made today. I made 6.6k today.
Whoa!
I only
Nice.
farmed for 2.5 hours.
What are you selling?
My secret. I'm just kidding. It's Serenite bars. They're flying off the shelf, bro. Like 250
Oh,
gold
yeah.
a stack.
You're mining?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
mining GC.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
Damn it.
straight up Serenite bars, 258 gold per stack.
They were 210 most of last yesterday ish, and they've actually gone up. And literally, you list them for that price within a few minutes.
Yeah, I made 10k in today and last night.
You sold like what 1,000 of them in like 5 minutes or something. Just
Oh yeah, it
listing
don't
at
take
the
long at
price.
all. I post it and then I like turn around and they're all sold.
Yeah, but you guys, well, you also have to figure it's only gonna go up from here for a little while because people rush the level. You're still gonna have your constant
Light
farmers,
bless you.
but
Yeah.
people are gonna want to get gear, which means mining is gonna slow down.
What's like right now? I spent like I think it was like 2.5 hours and I got like almost 1,000 ore because there was only like one other person there.
Oh, that's what's up.
Beat that.
Yeah, that early morning time was so fertile.
Oh yeah, I'll be probably
Yeah.
farming around that time again, just because I only have 2,000 gold right now, and I want to be able to get my alts or cold weather flying and they're fast flying one day.
Yeah, in the morning, there's nobody on.
Oh, there's no son of a gun.
I'm still working on my little mage.
Oh yeah, you
How's
level,
she doing?
level 20 yet?
She's okay. Yeah, I've been on retail most of the morning, so I don't want to neglect my mage. So
Yep.
I'm back over here.
All the dailies.
No, she's level 21. She's finally able to ride.
Yes. How's that gear?
But
How's that gear I
it
made you?
says- Yeah, it's great. She lives it. She's styling. So, if I go to the portal trainer, am I supposed to get like reagents to get that to work for your
Yeah.
portals?
Yeah, you gotta have it's rune of teleportation.
Yeah.
Rune of teleportation.
You're in Orgrimmar?
I'm in Orgrimmar right now.
Alright, I invited you to group. Let me GPS you there.
Thanks.
GPS incoming. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so you're gonna, if you go north and jump down off this platform. There's two buildings directly north of you. I think it's the one on the left.
Rich, you have any titanium?
I have like 40, I think. Bars though. And I got
some more.
That's
yeah,
south.
I got like 11 ore or something.
So turn around, Valley.
Let's see.
You're not a blacksmith, right? You're a jewel
I
crafter.
got 10 ore. No, I'm not a blacksmith.
I turned around.
Yeah, go follow that road upwards. Yeah. Keep going.
I'll get it from you at a later date. I don't think
Yes.
I need it to do any of the enchanting I need to do.
Follow it around. Yeah, right there. Just stop.
Okay.
There's two buildings right there that you're next to. One of them has
Okay.
the reagent vendor. If you want to turn your screen on, I can help.
Oh, okay.
Little screen share.
Yeah, we watched Top Gun.
Nice.
Not a bad movie.
Yeah, no bad.
Not the
I've heard
old
it's
one.
good.
The new one or the old one?
New one.
I still haven't seen the new one.
I DC'd like
Okay.
3 times just trying to get into Dell, so I am gonna do that scan and repair thing.
Turn left. Yep. Left more. Left. Keep going. That building right there. Go inside there. Not that one. This one. There's a doorway. Yeah, you see that doorway? That's it. Talk to this goofball. Talk to that dirty orc. What's he say? Rune of portals. Rune of teleportation. There it is. Not the portals. Not. You can't do. I think portals is level 40. Yeah, rune of teleportation. You can teleport with these. Yeah, I would get 10 of them.
Okay.
Hmm.
I can afford 10.
Damn. The dude's already got the freaking black war mammoth.
Where are they going? Oh, they're going into
Oh,
here.
from
The stone
Wintergrove.
what? Yeah, the
There,
boss.
I got 10 of them.
Yep.
All right.
And
Cool.
you should be able to port wherever you want.
Awesome. Woohoo. That's wonderful. I didn't realize I needed the rune.
Oh, and also if you got to go to each of the respective cities to I think learn, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Do you have to do that anymore?
I don't know. You might have to go to the city and then go to the. So you might have to go to the city, Val, and then go to the portal trainer.
Okay.
The one.
Okay.
Like if you're in Thunder Bluff, it's in the cave on one of the bluffs.
Yeah. Here, open your.
Wherever the mage trainer is.
Hit P and open your spell book. Go to Arcane, the second tab. Is that I? No, on the right there's like the 3, the 4, yeah, there. And then hit the next button. Page 2, yeah, there you go.
Thanks, Rich. That gave me like
All right.
5 levels.
So you can teleport
Yeah,
this.
bro.
You can
I
teleport
got you.
this
I'll be making more.
to Silver Moon right now. I think that's what it's telling you to do for the quest too.
Okay. All right. I'm on my way. Woot woot.
Oh yeah.
Still got 5 hours on my Titan Steel.
Titan, huh?
My Titan Steel cooldown.
Oh,
I'm saving a couple of those Eternals just for that. And me and Cole both sold a bar for $7.50 each last night.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, talk to the
just on
portal trainer.
fire.
Glory to the Sindor
Okay, so you do have to go to each city, but the quest is. I think the quest guy is behind you there, Val.
Be ready for anything.
Somewhere, something. Oh, that little circle. Stand on that little circle thingy. All right. I have no idea how to help right now, Val. It's all up to you.
It's all right. I'll get it.
Can you right click on the portal on the circle? Nah, nothing. You'll get it.
All right. I gotta read the quest.
Yep.
Cool. I'll get it. Talk to Quethis.
Oh, talk to that guy over there. To the left. Or wait.
Let's go to org. So I don't think
That's
you can
not
get
the
Dalaran yet.
one. That's
okay.
not the
I
one.
can pop up
That
a
guy.
This is the one.
mole machine there.
I have a mole machine too.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
shit.
what I'm saying. Let's just meet him at org. So
Yeah, I'm not
My
sure.
scan is at 50%.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's all good.
Hmm.
I mean, hurry the fuck up. What the fuck
Yeah,
are you
what's
doing?
taking you so long?
I'll
God
push
damn.
the button harder.
Yeah, just
Not
smash
sure
it.
what
Smash
I
it.
Oh, you know what you do? Over there for your scan, you have to click. You see the plus sign on your keyboard all the way to the soft, the numpad.
Where?
Beck is
Me?
Not you, Val. Not you, Val.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I was
If you're
like,
if you're
what?
scanning and repairing, you just keep hitting the plus button. You spam it as hard as you can. Goes faster. Goes
I was
faster.
gonna say, like, clench
It's
your fist and just,
working.
like, hit the center of this keyboard. and just,
It's
like,
working.
hammer
Yeah.
All
it.
these ideas are helpful.
We
Down.
in Warcraft 3, my friend's older brother convinced us that while a building was building, if you click on the building, you have to
oh shit.
you hammer that plus sign and it'll build a little bit faster. It's ridiculous. Of course, we always did it, but it never helped.
He's a good troll.
Well played. When you get in cold, can I get some food?
I'm gonna smell some bars while we're waiting. I'm looking at the auction house prices. I can't help
You're
it.
so demanding, Jason.
I know. I'm sorry.
Where'd you go,
Lucky I
Tag?
spent half the morning in the kitchen.
You damn right.
Hey Fuzz, are you healing or DPS? Just tell Puther.
Either I don't know what spec Poother is.
He heals over DPS.
Oh, I
It's,
guess
like,
I guess I might as well DPS at some higher level. Oh, I'll see it. trying to give you something, Taz. I got a couple of BOEs.
Okay.
Oh, the other one.
Hey, Jason,
Yes,
your
sir.
Dark Moon deck is down to 750 gold for your one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and if
Oh,
you
I
wait a
didn't
couple
buy it.
days, it's going to be even better.
Yeah, I have to buy the quest turned in, right? Is that how it was? I remember that's what it was in Kata.
Last night, the complete deck was listed at 1,000, but if you bought the eight cards, it was only 750. So that's one of the two decks that's really getting a low price. So the market's
That
just
bad,
going to
huh?
get. Well, it's just not BIS for too many classes. You know, Shadow Priest. I don't know. It's probably good for locks and stuff, but
What about no mages?
it's not on the list.
There better not be any mages. Fuck
People,
mages.
yeah, those
Damn.
bastards. People might mess with it a little just to replace some crap if it gets cheap enough, but it's not
I
something
don't
for.
see. I didn't even look to see if it was actually good. I just know usually Dark Moon Fair trinkets when they come out are good
Yeah.
until you get to something that you can replace it with. I'd rather have something that's above par than
Well met.
some shit I get
Hey
from a
there.
dungeon that's
Greetings.
shittier.
I
Yeah,
gotta find a blacksmith.
you're in great shape. It just so happens that this deck is very good for your class and very meh for most of the rest of them.
Outstanding. Fuck you guys.
Scans at 80%.
I'm just staring at the Serenite.
Go get it. Oh, is that one of the bugged ones? Or are you on the auction house?
I'm just looking at the auction house.
You
I'm, like,
have
really
to get
sad.
away from the auction
I
house.
can't help it. It's
You
so
know,
much
as
gold.
an addict, you have to first move away from.
I don't wanna.
You have to change your frame. Step 3 in your 12-step process is get the fuck away from the auction house.
It's like what you said earlier, Cole. Like me and Cole are talking, and he's like, "Have you thought about what you're gonna buy yet?" And I'm like, "I have no idea. I have no idea why I'm doing this, but it's so good."
He
Mammoth, right?
just sees
I
the
don't
pile
know.
keep growing, and he's like, ah.
The mammoth is how much?
It's
10.
20k.
Is it 20?
God.
I don't think I'm gonna do it
It's
because,
not necessary.
like, I mean, yeah, it's not necessary, and like, it's not like real. It's just fake servers.
Yeah, that's basically it. It's,
Yeah.
All right, scan's complete. Now it's doing its little repairing. Whatever. Play, maybe. Maybe I can get in, and maybe I can actually travel through Dal without getting kicked off.
nah, I wouldn't count on that.
I blame you, Jason. Somewhere in this, you are responsible.
I can see that
Accept
result.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
a
See,
brand new update for Questy right now. Just passing it along. Another one.
Like,
it needs it.
yeah, it does. There's so many ones that we have to actually read the quest like fucking heathens.
Exactly. How
Like
dare
cavemen.
first world problems?
You sit there,
Don't make
My
me
unga
read
bunga guy.
don't make me read the text in the quest. What the f?
I wish I could find that meme again. Fucking, it was like a caveman drawing. It's like my unga bunga drawing got 3 hooka hookas or something like that. It was like a fucking caveman smiling his
making me-
ass off.
You remind me of the Uku and the Duker things.
No,
Uku and the
Got
Duker.
Uku.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yes. No. Yes. No.
No,
Peppers.
yes.
Org,
Remember that part?
you and Org, Rich.
Yeah, I'm on top of the building.
And
Oh,
or
here.
Alright, I'm about to use the
Right
thing.
over
Get
here.
everybody over. When we get everybody over here.
Nope. Stop. Hold. Stop.
give me a sec. Give me
I'm
a
running away.
second.
Thank you. Actually, I gotta ask you something too. If I decide to level my JC that way, like, cause the last 25 levels ain't shit. Like, it don't matter at all.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ring I can make that requires a dream shard, but it's a blue ring, so you just enchant it, and it'll be
Another
dream
blue
shard
shard.
there. Yeah. Okay.
There you go,
Okay.
homie.
Oh, I can't do a ready check because I'm
You know
not
I
leader.
got you.
Everybody ready?
No, 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 no.
I'll
Oh
get
wait,
your
you're not
back.
here. You're not here, Cold. That's right.
I'm close. I'm there in spirit.
Yeah. I'm wearing a t-shirt with his face on
Remember.
it.
And where are you?
Hello.
Okay.
Back.
Okay, this is progress. Hey, what up?
Hello.
Shani!
What's up, Shani?
And the
Mhm.
crowd
It's
goes wild.
me.
What up? Woo!
What you
we going
guys
back?
doing?
Shani Chanter.
Shani chance.
All right, I'm dropping it.
Where at? Where you at? Where you at? I don't see.
You
Oh, I
keep
see, I see.
teasing us with that, but you never do. All the lies.
Oh, and if you don't want to disenchant it, by the way, just go ahead and sell it.
Well, dude, it's fine. You make whatever you need to make, dude.
What you
I'll
up to,
just
Shani?
Just woke up.
Is it raining big? Are you is it hurricane season over there?
Yes.
It's not letting me in.
Uh,
It did this last time where it took a minute.
hold on. Okay. All right, I'm in.
I bet you say that to all the ladies.
Yeah, wait a minute. Look to the left.
Some people have to announce it.
Hey, I get it.
I like the first one done, then high five and roll over.
That's great.
So it didn't let you in or what?
Oh, yep. Yeah, like the last second, I guess. That took forever. I'm still not fully in.
You
There we
missed
go,
the
now I'm
round
good.
of buffs, and I don't really feel like doing it again.
I don't blame you.
Don't forget to grab the quest.
You know what we do need though? Food.
Oh shit!
More cowbell.
More cowbell. I love it.
One of the best that was ever done on that show.
No
Oh
kidding.
yeah, you get the pie, don't you? Let me get some of that pie.
No, you get no pie. Thank you.
Rich is off doing the fight, and we're just
Oh
Oh
shit.
yeah, I got.
we're all just messing with food.
Oh, what
Oh,
the hell?
don't worry. Oh, your starfall pulled half the room.
I was like,
That's
what
okay.
did I
I'm
do?
getting more.
Hard mode.
Oh, they're like level 50, man.
Well, I don't care if it's an old lady. I'm a puncher.
Can you reset
Damn.
her by going that far? Starfall doesn't give a shit. It does what it wants.
It's like honey badger. I think it reset. Oh no, you got it.
Oh, so it doesn't change level. Damn.
Really?
Still level 70.
Maybe you got to be 80 for it to actually show different.
Or what?
The trinkets.
No, if you've got them already, maybe I don't know. I should stop giving answers to questions I barely even saw to begin with.
I love the enthusiasm, but we had to pull the whole other
They were feeling left out.
room. Fair enough.
You know, we have to be sympathetic with their feelings as well,
Do we?
I don't think we do.
and we have to not stand in whirlwinds. But you know,
You're the only one that stood.
one of those two rules matters.
Yeah, after this, we need one for Gundrack and then one for Halls of Lightning if
Halls of
anybody's down. Heals or DPS.
Man, I'm having fun with Boomkin. I kind of now I want to feel like playing Boomkin for a
What's
little
to
while.
expect for this one?
Starting.
I'm getting EXP.
Thank you.
Did they raise his health up?
He's 72. I think that's what he was before.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
it's
so
the
they didn't-
same. He was 72 last year.
If he was 72 last year, he'd be 73 this year. Ha!
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand it and see how bad it hurts.
But bump.
Oh, it didn't hurt that bad.
Well, you're in bear form. That's cheating. So don't think
Well, I
you're
don't want to die. Come
bear
on.
fronting anything. Bear form saying, "Let me check out the damage and how it feels."
Oof.
How's your buddy doing, Rich?
I don't know. I haven't got around to talking to him, but I'm assuming he's alright. He's unkillable, I swear. He really is, dude. He's like the fucking Bionic Man. Or the $3 million man or whatever.
That's what people say about me, because I got 3 feet of metal on my legs and metal on my collarbone and
Yeah, it's about like him, too. He just escapes
$6 million
death like a
man.
cat.
fucking fractured my skull eye
Who's
socket.
last?
Me.
Okay. Oh, we got one more.
Yeah, we got one more.
Oh,
I forget
son
he's
of
not
a...
in here.
Tickle, tickle.
Uncle Raven's got a blue animal.
Alright, I'm not gonna go in bear form.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm basically in bear form. I'm in boomkin form.
Yeah, you can actually go to Boomkin, dude. Hello?
Fuck this
Alright.
game. No bear.
Portal.
Or not
Let's
bear,
get us a portal.
Kodo.
You man, Cole. You are
Yeah,
the man.
yes. Yes, I push a free button. Cool.
Hey. Otherwise, I'd be doing a long walk back.
Why I looted that. Why did I loot those? Now I have to type delete.
Which instance?
Need help?
Oh shit.
Oh, they still have one. Wait, why did you say thank you then?
Yeah, that's why I was sitting there thinking.
Luther.
How did he die? Oh, he pulled it and died. Oh,
Oh, there was another one?
Who did it?
We pulled a real dick move.
Oh,
who did it?
no.
Well,
did
I
it?
I got a mole machine if we want to go back and res her and help res them and help them.
yeah, that
Yeah,
could
yeah,
have
yeah,
hurt.
yeah.
Do
let's
it,
do it,
do
let's
it, do it,
do it,
do it, do it. Hurry. Because I
Right
think it
here.
cuck.
I'm in
Actually,
right-
doesn't it cuck his summon? If he
I
dies?
think so.
No. We'll be good. Come on.
I
Let's
don't
go.
know if he can
Right here.
summon it again.
Because that's a long ass death walk. So.
Fuck yeah, at least we can res him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can at
let's
least
go.
res him.
And apparently none of us can count to 5, by the way.
They said thank you, so I was like, all right, we're done, we're good.
Who's Luther, anyways? Oh, they didn't invent disc.
Just a guilty.
Just a random guilty
We're clicking
murder.
on it. There we go.
Guilty that wanted to get down on some dagger brew.
I'm good.
Uh,
I'm gonna go make some food though. I'll catch you guys later.
What's going
Later.
on?
Okay,
Have a good one.
bye.
Peace.